So welcome students to my channel once again. In this video I have brought this sum for you all. So look at the sum very carefully. If b cube plus a square c plus ac square is equal to 3abc, find the relation between the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, clear? Okay, now I am doing the sum. Watch it carefully. So what is we have to find the relation between the roots. The equation is given this one. Okay, so ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so let alpha and beta, okay, are the roots. Let alpha and beta are the roots of equation 1. Okay, so then alpha plus beta will be minus b by a, and alpha beta will be c by a. Okay, so now this equation we have to find the relation between the roots of the equation this. Okay, so equation of these roots, let alpha and beta. Okay, so b cube plus a square c plus ac square is equal to 3abc. Okay, so now we will divide both the sides by a cube. So if we divide this left hand side by a cube, that will be b cube by a cube plus a square c by a cube plus ac square by a cube is equal to 3abc by a cube, right? So this can be written as b by a whole cube. Okay, plus this will be c by a plus this will be c square by a square, that means c by a whole square is equal to 3bc by, so 3abc, it will be 3bc by a square. Clear? Okay, so now alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Okay, so b by a means minus alpha plus beta, so b by a whole cube will be minus alpha plus beta whole cube. Okay, c by a is alpha beta, c by a whole square is alpha beta whole square. Okay, now this means 3bc by a square means 3 into 3 into b by a into c by a. Okay, 3bc by a square means 3 into b by a into c by a. You can write this. Okay, these values we got using equation 2 and equation 3. So here we have to write using equation 2 and equation 3, right? Okay, so minus cube is minus. Okay, right? So alpha plus beta whole cube will be alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 alpha square beta plus 3 alpha beta square, right? Alpha plus beta whole cube formula is alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 alpha square beta plus 3 alpha beta square, okay? Plus alpha beta plus alpha square beta square, okay, is equal to 3. Acha, b by a means alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, so b by a means 3 into minus alpha plus beta. B by a means minus alpha plus beta, okay, and C by a means alpha beta into alpha beta, okay. So here again we have to write using equation 2 and 3, using equation 2 and equation 3, okay. So now it will be minus alpha cube minus beta cube minus 3 alpha square beta minus 3 alpha beta square, okay, plus alpha beta plus alpha square beta square is equal to minus 3 alpha beta minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta, right? So it will be minus alpha cube minus beta cube minus 3 alpha square beta minus 3 alpha beta square plus alpha beta plus alpha square beta square is equal to minus 3 alpha square beta minus 3 alpha beta square, okay. So minus 3 alpha square beta we have on left side also, right side also, so these two will cancel each other, okay. Minus 3 alpha beta square, okay. So therefore minus alpha cube minus beta cube plus alpha beta plus alpha square beta square, okay. So we can write this in this way: alpha beta, this alpha beta minus alpha cube plus alpha square beta square minus beta cube, this beta cube, okay, is equal to 0, okay. So from here we will take alpha common, beta minus alpha square, okay. From here we can take beta plus beta square common, okay. Alpha square minus beta is equal to 0, okay. So this can be written as alpha into beta minus alpha square, alpha into beta minus alpha square, okay. Acha, now we will write minus beta square into minus beta square into beta minus alpha square, okay. Beta square, this will become minus beta cube plus beta square alpha square plus beta square alpha square. So plus beta square into alpha square minus beta, I can write in this way, minus beta square into beta minus alpha square, okay, is equal to 0. So beta minus alpha square I am taking common, okay, alpha minus beta square is equal to 0, okay. So it means either beta minus alpha square is equal to 0 or alpha minus beta square is equal to 0, right? Implies that either beta is equal to alpha square, beta is equal to alpha square, or alpha is equal to beta square, alpha is equal to beta square. So find the relation between the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So what is the relation? So the relation is, therefore one root of equation 1 is square of the other, okay. So one root of equation 1 is square of the other, and this is the answer, right? So this is the relation. Find the relation between the roots of the equation. So the relation is one root of equation 1 is square of the other. This is the equation 1. Clear? Thank you.